Hey everyone, this is Dave Cooper, and we are in Denver, Colorado at the Housing Innovation Alliance live roundtables, and I am standing with Jenny Lance from John Burns. Jenny, tell me a little bit about what you're doing here in Denver, Colorado at the Housing Innovation Alliance event.
Well, Steve Bastian was speaking today from John Burns Real Estate Consulting. So I got brought in because I'm based in the Denver market, and I focus on our design stuff, so design trends and design research. So they wanted me to come along and check this out, which is my second housing innovation event, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah, they get better and better every time, right? More and more innovative people, thought leaders.
Absolutely. Yeah, it seems like the group keeps growing, and I think people are realizing, we're better together. So.
We are better together. So let's dive into exactly what your role is at John Burns. Tell us a little bit more about that so everybody out there really understands what it is you do, other than she's a lot of fun.
We had fun at the tour yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
So I run our Design Lens website, which tracks great home design and community design around the country. So I get to talk to designers and interview builders and architects and developers and figure out, what great stuff are they doing, and help share that with our clients. So.
Yeah, I mean, how cool is that? You get to travel around, you get to discuss great ideas with smart minds. I mean, that's your job.
Oh, I joke that I get to look at cool pictures for a living, and it's terrible. And I actually had a finance guy who went, "Really? It's terrible? That's awful. I'm so sorry about you." And I said, "No, I'm looking at cool pictures of home for a living. Like, that's
I get
awesome.
paid for this stuff, right?"
Yeah, right?
That's fun. So, all right, serious note.
Yes.
Attainability in housing. I know John Burns is spending some time looking at this stuff as well. This event is talking about the attainable solutions that we could possibly look at, or how do we get to an attainable solution for affordable housing. Tell us a little bit about what John Burns might be doing to crack that code.
Yeah, actually, from consulting to research to we have a design summit every year that we host, and we actually had a panel on attainability last year to really look into, what are people doing, kind of like this event, what are people doing, and how can we do better. We've done a consulting study for one of our builders on kind of the give and take and what people want. If you're going to cut back, what do you have to keep, and what can you be more flexible on? Do they need the 2-car garage, or do they really want that kitchen island? Because that's the priority. So it's figuring out for our clients, what do people want, and how can we find the right product for that.
You're absolutely right, because there's attainability and affordability, but we can't just build a bunch of stuff that people don't want either, right?
Absolutely.
So you have to look at that as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very important part of it. And you get to look at pictures for a living. That's another important thing. I got to figure out how to get in your world. So let's talk about some innovation, right?
Yeah.
What are some things that you guys are seeing that's very innovative in the industry that's going to help us achieve this attainability?
Changes in building construction. I know Margaret Whelan hosted a panel at our design summit last year about disruptions, and really talking about how can we change construction and really shift. That's a great place to save costs. Or BMC on the tour yesterday with pre-cut framing. That saves a lot of waste and cost. So it's like, okay, we can start there. Or if you do your research and you know your consumers, that's a great way to understand, what do they want in their home. And in terms of innovations and great product, We Cottage by Boulder Creek is fantastic. They did, I realize I'm saying this because we just heard about it, but they're 900 square foot, 1,000 square foot units, single and 2-story, little micro cottages. And so it's how do you fit the great stuff in smaller stuff, or Azure, which they brought up multiple times by New Home Company, creating a really diverse offering in an attached product, and they included a carriage unit that's 707 square feet. What a way to add in some great diversity for who's buying, but also tuck in that attainable offering and make it affordable for the builder, but also for the buyer.
Yeah, and they are doing that, and they're making these smaller homes, so to speak, but the community has all the amenities, and even more than what you would have if you bought yourself a 3,000 square foot home in the future. And I think that's really what's cool. So there's a lifestyle also coming with the smaller house, less maintenance, less utility bills, but there's also a lot of value add coming with it as well.
Well, We Cottage is in Stapleton. That is one of the hot areas to buy in Denver. And then Azure's in Ascencio, which is a fantastic neighborhood in Southern California.
Right.
So.
Well, listen, everyone. Jenny Lance, John Burns. Man, it's awesome to finally meet you and hang out.
Absolutely.
We're going to have a lot of fun and some follow-up interviews. I see it coming already. We are in Denver, Colorado at the Housing Innovation Alliance live roundtable events. Jenny Lance, thanks again. Don't miss it next year. I'm Dave Cooper. We'll see you next time.